Hi, my name is Trina Amadisto. I am very much looking forward to meeting you all over the course of the next 2 months. I really wasn't expecting to do a presentation the first week of class, but I threw this one together. I hope you enjoy. In the course of this presentation, I will review NEPA, the National Environmental Policy Act, a law regarding the environment and human interaction. NEPA was a policy that became law in an effort to improve man's treatment of the environment. By enacting NEPA, the Environmental Impact Statement and the Council on Environmental Quality were created. These are the primary means of accountability to fulfill the requirements of NEPA. At the end of this presentation, I will discuss the things I discovered about NEPA this week, such as what are my impressions of the law, what distinguishes NEPA from other laws, and did anything about it surprise me. NEPA is a policy to use all practical means and measures to create and maintain conditions under which man and nature can exist in productive harmony and fulfill the social, economic, and other requirements of present and future generations of Americans. NEPA was enacted in 1969. It was a significant force used to balance economic development with environmental responsibility. It only applies when federal funding or permitting is associated with the project or development. NEPA allows the environment to have legal standing by being represented by stakeholders and concerned citizens when developments are happening. NEPA created the Environmental Impact Statement. It is a detailed statement by the lead agency in charge of environmental accountability to determine the environmental impact of a development or project that the government is involved with. The determinations that can be found are categorical exclusions, which is a finding of little or no impact. Environmental assessment, which is a finding that the environmental impacts are unknown and determine if the impacts could be significant. Environmental impact statement for a major federal action significantly affecting the environment. The most important aspects of NEPA is that stakeholder involvement, cooperation of concerned parties, and establishing a concerted decision-making process. NEPA also created the Council on Environmental Quality, which requires an annual environmental quality report, and 3 members are appointed by the President to head the Council on Environmental Quality that are well qualified in environmental science and promote the improvement in the quality of the environment. My first impressions of the law after reading the actual literature is that it was much simpler than I expected to be. It is only 6 pages long and really only initiated 2 different determinations, creating the environmental impact statement process and creating the Council on Environmental Quality that advises the President. NEPA can be distinguished from other laws because it was the first major environmental legislation. It involves and strongly focuses on decision-making, cooperation, and compromise. These are the things I learned about NEPA this week. I think this is going to be a very interesting class, and I look forward to learning from all of you. These are the references that I used. Thank you for listening to my presentation.